to learn the types of frictions. In that one type, we already done an activity for that. What is that? Static friction. Again, I am reminding you what is friction. Friction is a contact force, means on the floor, when the object is in the motion, it is contact with the floor. So that is contact force, which is opposes the relative motion of two surfaces. Here two surfaces means again the object which we kept on the floor or on the road, and the road itself the second body of bodies in contact is called frictional force. Okay, already we completed the static friction. Now coming for sliding friction. What is that? Sliding friction. This is the second type of friction. Again we need to give that same definition. Means sliding. You know that when you went for parks, there you are finding one slides. Means the children are playing. So, like, there is a slanting body. What is it? Slanting body. This is what we will call as slide. So, here, suppose I kept one ball and just I push it. Then it is easily come to reach the ground. Easily come to reach the ground. That means the sliding means if the surface is slanting, then the object can easily move. Again, here the surface which is contact with this, that is very important. If the surface is
Static friction and sliding friction. Try to move a heavy box which is at rest and box which is already in motion. Do you apply same force in both the conditions? Obviously, no. It is easier to move a box which is already in motion than the box which is initially at rest. Why is it so? This is because of friction. Static friction and the friction which opposes the motion of object at the rest. Sliding friction. The friction which opposes the motion of moving object. When the force is applied to move a body at rest, the surface of the box are interlocked with the contact points on the floor. But as the box starts moving, there is no enough time for interlocking of box surface with the contact points on the ground. It means sliding friction is lesser than the static friction. That is why it is easier to move a box in motion than a box at rest. Static and sliding frictions. Both are interchangeable frictions. In this model, you will learn about static and sliding friction. For this simple activity, we shall make use of a box, spring balance and string, a brick. Now, let us begin our activity. Tie a string around the box. Move the string gently, but the box does not move. We have to apply a force that is sufficient to overcome the friction. Let us measure the required force and attach the spring balance like this and pull the box. When the force is small, does not move. Increase the force gradually and note the force when the box just moves. The spring balance shows reading of 260 grams. Of now, the box has started moving. Will the force remain the same even after the box starts moving? Now, carefully observe the spring balance shows less force. Now, it is showing 160 grams. This means that only a less force is required to maintain the motion than to initiate the motion initially. We note that there is no friction between the two surfaces. When an object is pulled and set in motion, friction comes into play in order to hold the object at rest. When we apply more force, more friction develops. This friction, which acts between the two surfaces at rest is called static friction. However, it has a limit is called the maximum limit of static friction. It is equal to the applied force when the object is about to move, when one object slides over the other. The frictional force acting between two objects is called the sliding friction. In order to maintain the motion at steady speed, we have to overcome the sliding friction after the box begin the motion. The spring balance showed less force. This means sliding friction is less than the friction needed to begin the motion. So, we have to apply less force to maintain the motion. Sliding friction is less than static friction.